Imagine a massive um, cosmic billboard that broadcasts his message 24/7, reaching every single person on Earth. But, it never makes a sound and it doesn't use a single word.
Yeah, that would be pretty wild.
Right. Well, today's deep dive is looking at an ancient text that claims this exact billboard is directly above your head right now. We are unpacking the English Standard Version of Psalm 19.
And our mission for you today is to explore the hidden architecture of this poem. We want to watch it act like a camera lens that starts with this sweeping, cosmic shot and then physically zooms all the way into the quietest hidden corners of the human mind.
Exactly. And just to be clear right up front, we are approaching this strictly as a literary and thematic exploration of the text.
Oh, totally. We are impartially breaking down the psychological mechanics of the source material. We're not endorsing specific religious viewpoints here.
Right. We just want to look at how this piece of writing actually operates on the reader. So the poem opens with a super famous line, "The heavens declare the glory of God." It sets up that silent billboard concept.
It does, yeah.
But, okay, let's unpack this. There is a massive paradox built right into those first few lines.
Oh, the speech paradox.
Yeah. The text claims that day and night pour out speech, but then it explicitly says, there is no speech, nor are there words. So how can a silent sky pour out speech?
Well, what's fascinating here is how the author uses intense personification to explain that silent communication. I mean, nature isn't treated as just a passive backdrop.
Right, it's actually doing something.
Exactly. It's this active, relentless broadcaster. The text describes the sun as a joyful bridegroom leaving his chamber and like a strong man running a circuit from one end of the heavens to the other.
Wow, so there's an inescapable physical energy to it.
Yeah, and the text notes there's literally nothing hidden from its heat. It's a universal teacher that bypasses language entirely. It makes the scale and order of the cosmos just undeniable to everyone who experiences it.
Okay, hold on though. Here's where it gets really interesting. I buy the universe being a giant wordless teacher, sure. But verse 7 suddenly pivots to the law.
It is a pretty sharp turn.
It really is. It literally reads like someone spliced two completely different poems together by mistake. I mean, we go from the blazing sun and sweeping galaxies to a strict legal code. How does the text even justify that jarring jump?
So the author is actually drawing a parallel mechanism.
Yeah.
Think about what the sun does for the physical world, right?
It brings light and heat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It brings physical order, warmth, and life to the chaos of the cosmos. Well, the writer is arguing that the law does the exact same thing for the internal world.
Oh, I see. So it brings moral order and vitality to the chaos of the human soul.
Spot on. The text doesn't treat the law like this burdensome checklist of rules just to drag you down.
Right, the adjectives they use for the law are actually overwhelmingly positive. It calls the Lord's law perfect, sure, and pure.
Yeah, and the translation footnotes also render those as just decrees or blameless.
It's elevating a list of rules to something highly desirable. Like, it claims they are more precious than fine gold and sweeter than honey from a honeycomb.
Because the text positions the law as an active tool for human transformation. It actually claims the law is capable of making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple. That's a great phrase.
Yeah, just as the sun illuminates the earth, these written precepts are meant to illuminate the human path. The text explicitly notes that by these laws the servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward.
Wait, but if the universe is flawless, and this written law is also totally flawless, doesn't that put the human reader in a really uncomfortable spot?
It definitely does.
Like, the cosmos doesn't make mistakes, and the law is blameless, but people are incredibly flawed. So what does this all mean? Does the poem actually acknowledge that gap?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, that realization is exactly what drives the final section of the text.
Oh, okay.
The perfection of the natural world and the moral perfection of the law act as this psychological mirror.
When you look in the mirror.
Right. When the author holds up that mirror, it immediately reflects his own deep imperfections. It forces a radical shift in perspective from the external world straight to the internal one.
And that's where we get that intense final zoom in. We've gone from the cosmos to the written law, right down to agonizing over personal errors.
Exactly.
The author begs to be declared innocent from hidden faults and kept back from presumptuous sins so they don't, have dominion over him.
The structure really demands that inward turn. I mean, the sweeping universe reveals a grand design, the specific law reveals a moral order, and then the collision of those two realities forces human accountability.
That makes a lot of sense.
It culminates in a deeply vulnerable final plea. The author asks that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to God, who is called a rock and redeemer.
It's honestly a brilliant piece of literary engineering. I mean, we started at the burning edge of the heavens, observing universal speech, and we zoomed all the way down into the silent, private meditations of a single human heart.
It really is masterful. The text contrasts two types of revelation, you know, the vast wordless reality of nature and the highly specific written words of a moral code.
Showing how both are designed to shape the individual.
Precisely.
Which leaves you, our listener, with a fascinating question to mull over as you go about your day.
Yeah, think about that camera lens.
Exactly. Consider which form of truth actually influences your own behavior more. Is it the awe-inspiring, silent reality of the world around you, or the rigid, specific rules you've chosen to follow?